Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Cincinnati Bengals.
Down, 18 Gator. You draw course, hit.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
That's where their big tight end, is so good. That middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well. And he's got it.
Ready.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Bass. And he's got the hook up to Moore. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And this is caught. He hits Moore. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on 4th down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on 4th down here early in the game. Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. D Ford in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, no, it takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Bass. He's got the tight end, Sternberger. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 19.
Brandon, lest my eyes deceive me, I think they found a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? I mean, it's the 2nd time they've gone to him here on this drive.
Yeah, opening drive. It's a tone setter, right? I think they're going to be looking his way a lot.
Yeah, and I think that the way things are going right now, they like him as a featured receiver. Let's see what kind of adjustments the defense is going to make to try and take that away.
There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They toss to Mixon. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Give them a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Bass. He gets this one to Boyd. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Here's Matthew McCrane now for the field goal try. McCrane's kick is good. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, they only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. To throw, Bridgewater. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground? I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game because you can it's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. And a bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they?
A tackle that time by Akello Witherspoon. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Bass. That's caught by the tight end, Drew Sample. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Give him 17 at a Cincinnati 1st down. Mixon with a 1st down carry. He's got a 1st down or more inside the 30. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. 39 yards there, a big one. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Here we go. 18 Gator. Oh, you got deep? Check 3.
Here's a run with Mixon. And he bowls his way into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Bridgewater. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
They've had touchdowns on both of their drives thus far, but now they face a 3rd and long. Here's Bridgewater. Open man is hurt. It's complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Jalen Hurd, 76 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post grab?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
How about the throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is taken at the 3. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun.
Oh, shit.
Oh, he almost had the rare interception. The big fella couldn't hang on, though. Incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line. It continues into the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Play action now. Bridgewater. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. The 40, the 30, 10, touchdown, 49ers. Dante Pettis, an 80-yard touchdown. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
This is taken at the 3. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going, and they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Protein spill, fight.
To throw on second down. Bass. Wide open receiver complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 40. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, right at the 40. Now Joe Mixon, and he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Let's go. 50, plant.
Mike is 59. Mike the 59. Let's go.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The Bengals on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Wow.
That one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. McCrane's kick is good, and that's going to tie us at 13. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long, and his first carry, he loses the football. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. A gain of 4 on the play, and that's going to bring out the 3rd down. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. And we'll remind remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Bridgewater from the gun on third down. Drops it off for Coleman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Now Bridgewater. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Go to HG Gator. Weapon. Hey, exit. No. Hey, go.
On first down, Bass. He completes it to Boyd. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. This quarterback now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys a first and 10.
Ready?
From the gun, Bass.
Oh, shit.
Pass hauled in by the 6'4" tight end Sternberger. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Off play action. Bass. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a first and goal.
Almost
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. It's second and goal, but now all the way back at the 14.
Hey, Charlie.
Second and 14. Quick slant, caught by Moore. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now third and goal. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Ready to break. Hey, Orbit.
I'm here all day. Mike 5-4.
Yo, Jackrabbit, come on. Down.
From the gun.
Oh, shit.
Bass. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
I hit that shit too fast, man. Yeah, I hit that damn ice button too damn quick.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
So we come upon halftime with a tie score, 13-all. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Bridgewater. That's into the hands of the tight end, Ellison. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down.
First down, 49ers. Yeah, he's on the base. 56. 56. Push him back. SOS. Watch out. It's free. Patch it.
On first down, here's Breida. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to regain the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Here we go. 8 read. 56. Pilot 64. Read 5.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Bass. Open man is Ross, complete. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape, because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On the run, it's Mixon. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Kill. Look at me. Zipper.
Once again, they run with Mixon.
I didn't do that. I go to the outside.
Inside the 30. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Now they run with Mixon. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Come on, set. 18 Gator. 54. Thanks. Tighten up. You draw Corker. Go.
Here's 2nd and 8. This is caught. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a 1st down.
Go. 60 or 66. Pull it high. Ready?
Mixon trying to punch it in. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by McCrane, up and good. And that will tie things at 20 all. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first two drives of the third quarter, one for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
57 to Mike.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, Bridgewater. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there and handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Now Mixon. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Dancing to his left. He'll try and run it. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
On 2nd down now, Mixon. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati 1st down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to Mixon on 1st down. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. That was excellent from start to finish, from the blocking to the running, just well executed.
And now let's look ahead, because after that, how about a little play action, maybe a little bootleg, and get the quarterback out on the corner and give him a little run pass option.
And they're right down here looking for 6. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Set. 10-2 stop. Hey, Wahoo. You don't know no better.
Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4.
Back to throw. Bass. This will be caught just inside the 10. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now The Bengals on third down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun. Bass. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Jay Sternberger, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by McCrane, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Bridgewater going for the deep ball. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Goodwin able to haul it in. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Bridgewater. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. 36 yards on the play.
I don't think we'll ever get enough of watching one-handed catches, and when they pay off, they are spectacular. But how about the times they don't pay off and coaches go, 2 hands, 2 hands still works.
I know, but they go for them so often now that I'm almost starting to take them for granted.
Yeah, that's unbelievable, isn't it? Because these are sensational type plays.
Especially that one with a defender right there.
He's crossing. He's checking crossing.
This is Breida. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. From the 17, Bridgewater. This is caught. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Deebo Samuel, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Boy, hard to ask for a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our score as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
At the 27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Looking to throw. Bass. And he's got the hook up to Moore. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run here with Mixon, and he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. 56, Mike. 61, matchbox light.
65. 56, Mike. 56.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
All day, every day, any day. Greystone travel. Check 13.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. The running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Ready. This is 60 or. You draw Corker. I'm coming after you now.
To throw on 2nd down. Bass. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Mixon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Back to throw.
Why you throw the ball like that?
And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath, nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 14. Well, they have had no answer for this connection all night long.
They just have to think in a 2-minute situation, that's got to be a concentration lapse. You know they're going to go back to him with the game that he's been having.
They'll run on first down. Mixon. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Again, it's Mixon. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. They'll give it to Mixon, and he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon with time running out, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown. Late in the game, they look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together, make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
Let's go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts. Got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up defensively.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
We're going to keep getting sacks.
Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So for Cincinnati, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they'll get to stay home again next week.